Hi, welcome to BNG. My name is Jude Chisebe. BNG is a show that gives South Africa hope in a form of adequate housing. In the northern corridor of Durban, in the eThekwini municipality, 15 kilometers from King Shaka International Airport, is Cournubia, a mixed race and income group settlement. This is a massive project which will deliver over 25,000 houses in a period of 15 to 25 years. Now, the first phase of Cournubia has been completed. Let's go see what life is like for the people living there.
My name is Rose Potgieter. I grew up on a farm in the northern Transvaal, a cattle farm. It was a good life. My husband and I split up and I found myself struggling financially, and I started living on the street, and then off the street, and there I left. And I ended up in Durban, where this was something terrible. It was ghastly. I battled so much, it's just unreal. I couldn't cope. I was living on the streets. I was begging during the day, begging, which I found very difficult, very hard. I can't tell you how frustrating, how tiring it is. It's ghastly to ask people for money. They don't understand what's going on because they're inclined to think, where's your family? They come with that answer. You don't want your family to know how you're battling. You just don't want them to know not half of the stories you've been through. You try to hide. You really try to just keep it to yourself, and that's it. I was out Mbila way, and I met Judy Malquini, the lady, the comrade which passed away. And then I went to pensioners' meetings, and she kept on telling us about this place that's going to open. We'll have houses, we'll have a house here. And everybody that I know of, or everybody in Flamingo Court, said, which came to the meetings, said to her, it's too far, I'm not going there. It's too far. And then when she saw I was in the shelters and on the street, she said to me, Rose, you better take a place. I don't want to see you in that shelter anymore. You'll have to get out. My children were also on the street. The other one was in Johannesburg. I don't know what he was doing, you know. I've actually, it was a very hard decision whether to take it or not. I said to myself, how are you going to get to Durban? How are you going to get the transport? Is going to be expensive. But she persuaded me, you know, put me on the list and make it a priority that they must get me a place as soon as possible. And that went on for, you know, I don't know how many months. But in any case, she managed to do it. Thanks to her. It's lovely here. It really, I don't know what else I can say. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Rosie's story has a happy ending. She has a comfortable home where she can spend her twilight years. Sindisi Wengob and Colin Rajni are a couple who also call Cournubia home. Let's hear their story.
My name is Sindisi Wengob.
I'm Naren Rajni. I used to live in Phoenix Unit 10 with my family. I had some problems when I was young. I used to work in a taxi, some violence, ended up in jail. Came out in 2004. I had nowhere to go. Ended up staying outside anyway until I ended up in a home. I was tired of living outside, and I decided, you know what? Hey, it's about time. Here's informal settlement. It's about 120 rand, 120 rand a month rent. Hey, I made that money in about 2 or 3 days' time. So I had another friend, his name was Vutuza, Christopher. Christopher, please, do me one favor, my bro. His name is Christopher Mpanza. Please do me one favor. Help me get a nice girl for me who can help me cook my food, do my washing. Whatever she needs, how much she needs, you know what I mean? I don't mind.
I like to say he's changing my life too, I'm changing his life because he haven't got space for stay. He already come and stayed at the time I'm sick. The time I'm staying in Polar Park, I got rash from my face. I got rash all my body.
Financially, it was very hard. I used to go looking for scraps around. Even on this season now, I even go look for mushroom in the bush. You know what I mean? Get some kind of money, buy, sell it, get some 30, 40, 50 rand like that. Buy what is short in the house. Even bring some mushroom at home to cook because, hey, mushroom is one good stuff, you know. Hey, I love this thing. If I can eat it, I'll eat it every day. God's blessing to the world. Hey, it's like a day like today. It's raining. You know, I tell you, hey, I can forget about those buckets. And the roof is flying sometime. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. I tell you, we had some hard times there.
My children is very happy. He is very happy over. Because every time if it's raining, the time I'm staying that side, I'm calling my children, please bring the bucket for putting top of my bed because it's raining. Even the time I came here, I forgot I came nice space. I'm calling my children because I saw the rain outside. I say, hey, Zama, Wanda, bring my bucket. I need my bucket because now it's starting raining. The children asking me, how, Ma? You forgot where you stay now. You stay in Cournubia, Ma. You can't use a bucket for carrying even the night. Even I'm sleeping, I'm supposed to carry the bucket because if it's raining, the children, all the bed get wet. No one waking this house. It's hard, life is hard. This man helped me, but I got lot of children. You can't get someone helping you got lot of children like that. But this man, he helped me.
At me, I wake up in the morning, as the children go to school. When the children are going to school, I look down the traffic, now it's going slow on the road past 8 o'clock. I take my cart, I go around looking for scrap. Even sometimes I sell plastic, sometimes cardboard. Anything to make that kind of finance to help me in my house.
Bye-bye, Mama.
Our neighbors, very helpful, very united. It's like you're part of the family. Morning, mother, how are you?
I'm all right.
God bless you, mother. Hey, you know, Ma, I look for scrap and all, Ma. I saw an old little lying there outside. I didn't give me the scrap, Ma. At least now I get some money. I'm going to come buy from your truck shop from later. Right, thank you. God bless you. Thank you, mother.
Ngiyacela ukuthi bafunde baqede esikoleni ngiyafisa ngenhliziyo yami yonke ukuthi bafunde baqede bangafani nami mina ngafunda standard 1 ngokuthi ngangino nabazali ababehlupheka ngendlela esimanga njengoba bengasekho nje ngiyathanda ukuthi noma ngabe kuthiwa ngiyahamba emhlabeni ngibashiye bona benako abanaso sinkwa sokuthi bakwazi ukuthi bafunde baqede esikoleni noma ngingasekho mina uNkulunkulu asize odadewabo bathole at least ukuthi bathole amatoho umsebenzi kanjalo ukuthi noma ngihamba emhlabeni ngibashiye bekwazi ukuthi bafunde baqhubeke nokufunda uZama no Mfana no Wanda Andiswa labantu bawu4 abafundayo la ekhaya bafunda la esikoleni sekungcono kakhulu ngoba ngisayikhokha imali yokuthi ngikhokhele itransport isikole sesifikile sila eduzana ngijabule kakhulu ngalokho ngoba isikole sesila imali yabo yegrant sebakwazi ukuthi ngibathengele ukudla ngayo bakwazi ukuthi badle benele nasesikoleni futhi bayadla.
After the break, we'll meet some of the people who are making the Cournubia vision a reality. Welcome back to BNG. I'm standing right here with Usisu Zanele Shezi, who works for eThekwini municipality. Usisu Zanele Shezi now here is going to be explaining to us how this community, this beautiful development, has become a community. Sisi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm good. Tell us about this beautiful plan that you guys have here. It looks rather ambitious, but it's looking good.
We are trying to make an integrated human settlement society where the white, the colored, the Indian, regardless of race and culture, where you are coming from, where they can live together, play together, eat together, and share all the social amenities together.
Let's talk more about those races living together.
Yes.
I know with the history that we have as a country, it's quite difficult. How are you guys doing it?
To be honest, it's been amazing. It's been really, really amazing. People now are beginning to understand that now we are moving away from that history of people saying that we can't live there, we can't eat there, you know. It's just harmony. And if Cournubia can bring that at eThekwini, and I think human settlements can achieve this anywhere else.
You've put mixed race together,
Yes.
but you've also put mixed income together.
Yes.
How is that working? How are the different kind of developments and different kind of units for different kind of incomes?
Yes. 28,000 houses are going to be developed here. And Cournubia is divided into phases. This is phase 1A. And then at the bottom, we've got phase 1B. Phase 1A had about 482 houses. And then in phase 1B, we are looking at 2,186. You know, and this person who lives in phase 1B and phase 1A shouldn't feel that I am nobody, because all the houses are going to be the same.
When you're driving into this development, one of the things that you don't miss is the actual development of the roads, the malls, the actual houses. Is there hope for the communities here to get employment in the new malls?
Definitely. 97.5% of the people already have got employment. You know, we've got an office there which is run by NYDA, which recruits people here together with our business support. And then those people get training, you know, and for the skills they have. And then they get employed. And that is the direction which eThekwini is looking towards. That people have to just to walk across the road to go to work. They have to walk across the road to go. Children have to go across the road to go to school.
Look, on the lighter side of things, I personally love it when a plan comes together. I'm sure you did as well.
Absolutely.
Your personal victories here?
When we came here on the 13th of November, 2013, when we brought the first group here, and that is the greatest achievements for us. That was the most aspiring moment.
Ma'am, from me and BNG, thank you very much for your time.
It's been a pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Cournubia is a collaboration between the National and Provincial Department of Human Settlement, eThekwini Metro, and Tongaat Hewlett Development. We speak to Michael Deaton of Tongaat Hewlett to find out about their involvement here in Cournubia. Sir, lovely to meet you.
Great to meet you too.
Yeah. So, tell me, I know that Tongaat Hewlett is sugar. Development, what happened?
I think because Hewlett's is such a strong brand, is probably the strongest sugar brand in South Africa. We're really known for sugar, but there's a lot the company that people don't know. So, firstly, when it comes to processing sugarcane, we do it in 6 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. You know, we're all over the place. We do a lot more than just the Hewlett's brand. But then beyond that, we realized that everything's anchored in land. And so a long time back, probably 40 years ago, the company had started to take a decision really to look at land as centrally and how we use land and how we really make the most of it. 40 years ago in Morton, we took the decision to say we must engage with urbanization, engage with the growth of the city, and convert land and get into a city building mode. So I'm fortunate to be the current head of the operation that's responsible for that.
How are you guys involved here? What do you guys actually do for this community?
It's about implementation and getting the job done. And we've enjoyed a fantastic working relationship with particularly the city, but other spheres of government, with the new community that's emerging around here. So I guess we've been facilitators, I hope, project managers. I'm very pleased to hear that the Minister recognises that we had something to do with the original concept.
Yeah. Your vision about tomorrow. What do you want this place to look like?
We have a vision of a compact, high-density, integrated, exciting, livable city. And that's our ambition, our shared ambition.
Building projects like this, it comes those special moments where it's priceless.
Yeah.
What were yours?
For me, a very exciting morning was one morning when I sat with the head of housing at the eThekwini municipality. And I said to him, look, if you want to drive this project, why don't we start to drive it like anybody would a project? And we committed then to saying every Thursday morning we'd get together at our offices at 7:30 in the morning. People would come together and we'd establish what then became the project steering committee for this. And for me, that was quite a highlight of a moment, because from a position of quite challenging relationships, we moved into joint collaboration that really gained the momentum towards what it is today.
Can you tell me what Tonga Hewlett is hoping to achieve from this?
Yeah, I think firstly it starts from what I alluded to a little while ago, and that is this question of piloting. You know, so it's a great way of working together. We obviously we've got a great asset base in our land around Durban. One has to create value. We're looking to create value out of that value for our shareholders and value for other stakeholders. And I think right at the center of that, Cournubia sits as a great opportunity for us to pilot and develop the processes, the systems, the relationships, the models, the mechanisms that will make us more effective, in doing that, in creating that value out of the land.
Sir, thank you very much for your time.
Jude, thank you.
All right. This project will yield 28,000 homes. 15,000 of those will be BNG homes. That's a lot of houses, a lot of construction. We speak to Ms. Babongile Zuma, who's one of the contractors here, about building Cournubia.
Cournubia is a low-cost project. This phase started in March. Subcontracting under Gralio, and my job is to do block work, which is building structures, and then other people who would do things like plastering, they do their own job after we've done the structures. It's exciting because construction is my passion, so I'm learning new things every single day, getting to meet new people every day, getting to work with people from different backgrounds. I'm studying construction management, which is based on exactly what I do here. So working here is giving me an opportunity to do my practicals. I'll say I'm proud of myself, knowing that there are people who will have a roof over their heads very soon, and knowing that I'm one of the people who are involved in building and making sure that they have safe and secure housing, and also knowing that I've provided jobs, I've created and provided jobs. I'll say I'm proud and very happy. What we do is we do the structures from the slabs and up to the decking. That's all we do. When building, we need to make sure that everything is used, like the blocks, the cement is mixed properly, brick force is used, hoop irons are used, reinforced steels are used, and everything needs to be of good quality. All I need to do is to push the guys, make sure that I'm here all the time, make sure that they push and work, and especially the labor, the general labor guys who mix the cement and mix the concrete and bring all the material here. I have to push them, because when they slow down, everything slows down.
Asanda is a young man who has not only made Cournubia his home, but against all odds has managed to start his own business. Let's go meet this impressive resident of Cournubia.
Igama lami Asanda Vincent Nweneso. Ndizalwe ngo-1983, ndizalelwa kwi-province yase-Eastern Cape. Ndinefamily yami nabantwana ababini, my lovely wife over there, uNokuthula Nweneso. Siyifamily nje happy at the moment. Unkosikazi wami uyasebenza ngaphandle, at the same time sirana ibhizinesi lethu. Ndidiscover ukuthi ndine-site problem bengisenza u-grade 11, which is ngo-2001. Ukuyazi ukuthi ukudiagnoswa ukuthi ndine-poor eyesight, i-condition yakhona ibizwa ngoba yi-RP, retinitis pigmentosa. The only thing that I'm waiting for is to be blind, because I was told by the doctors ukuthi ngizogcina ndi-blind. So ayilapheki, there's no medicine for it. Iziphathekile zazingisebenzeli. It's just that I'm waiting ukuthi nje ngize ngabone, it's just like that. Ukuthi angizobona ngithatha kumina ngoba i-challenge, and also I believe ukuthi ingafa i-hardware but i-software yona which is ngaphakathi angifanga, so ndisenayo amehlo angaphakathi. So when ngilindele ukuthi okanye when ngizibona ukuthi angiboni la mehlo amabini avalekile, but I've decided to open a third one which is leli lapha phezulu ingqondo. Ukuze ngizofika lana bengihlala eBlackburn kwi-informal settlement apho i-services ziscarce kakhulu. There were a lot of challenges because you would imagine ukuhlala emjondolo okokuqala awukho umgwaqo, and as a or poor eyesighted, it was very bad because there are no street lights. So at night it's dark. Awukwazi no access nje even into elightos awukwazi no yokamanzi zoze ngilinde unkosikazi azabuye mhlambe esikolweni emsebenzini okanye umntwana azabuye esikolweni, so bekubad kakhulu and andikwazi access even i-toilet because isezantsi laphayana sometimes izowa, so bendihlupheka kakhulu kwi-disability yami ngaloo ndlela leyo. Apha eCournubia ndifike nge-19 kaDisemba ngo-2013. Kulapho ngafike ngabona izinto ziye zatshintsha. Sive zatshintsha izinto because kuye ndiyibiza ngoba ibe yi-family reunion because ngikwazile manje ukuthi ngiphinde ngihlale nabantwana bami because the time ngihlale emjondolo bengahlali nabantwana bami because it was unsafe even for abantwana. So izinto nje zibeningi ezenzekayo. I-taxi rank it's about 50 meters ukusuka khona la endlini. Isikolo it's about 100 meters ukusuka khona la endlini. There is also i-business i-office lakwa business support li-about nje 100 meters ukusuka khona la endlini, ne-ground nje i-playing ground for abantwana, ne-park it's about 150 meters ukusuka khona la endlini. Kumele u-entrepreneur ube ne-technical skill, but angeke ngikwazi ukwenza mina ungena e-plant. Then unkosikazi we decided ukuthi makahambe aye e-university Mangosuthu University of Technology eyokwenza this basic manufacturing course kwenzela into yobana sizokwazi uba ne-technical skill, something esithi siyakwazi siclaima ukuthi siyakwazi ukuyenza, and also uyenzele lento leyo successfully, wasifumana i-certificate, and also even i-formulation zethu ye-products zethu zi-SABS approved. Abantu bayayisupporta kakhulu i-product yethu. I believe it is because we showcase ukuthi we don't compromise when it comes to a product. Manufacture good quality products. Namanje siyakwazi ukuthi uma mhlambe sithengisela even these guys lapha kwezi firms inkulu, because we've got big companies ezilapha ezantsi ezithengayo i-product yethu, sibanikeza ama-samples, then bona babe sebenzisa lama-samples. After that sebeqalile ukusebenzisana nathi. We talk to people with different people nama-business. So iyona ndlela esizimaketha ngayo, and also siyakwazi ukuthi sine data sine numbers zabantu bonke balana eCournubia siyithole khona kwa business support. So into engiyenzayo nakhona ndenza i-telephone marketing, ngiyabafonela ngibatshele ngeproduct yami, siba SMSL maybe towards the month end, sibatshele ngezi-specials esinazo. So that's how we're marketing ourselves at the moment.
Cournubia is clearly a project that is setting the tone for future development, where sustainable mixed race, mixed use and mixed income community can all live, play and work while they share their social amenities. I'm Jude Chisebe from BNG. See you next week.